The Max Facecam is up, and it's delightfully dense. First off, it's now confirmed that he can get out of the prologue alive, which I think most people guessed, but it's still nice to make it official. While most of the starting Facecams have been the character's default model, this one has him wearing a pink hoodie, as opposed to the t-shirt and jean jacket he has in the prologue. So who did he get that from? The aftermath photo has him extremely brutalized, as one would expect, but more interesting is this shot of him wearing a t-shirt and Bobby-style overalls while sitting against some kind of heavy door. Is this a makeshift cell of some kind? Those certainly look like bars in the gap. Maybe a storage room or elevator from the Quarry? Why is he locked up and not dead? Do the Killbillies know that he's going to turn into a monster on the next full moon and they're planning to hunt him then? Could that be a sporting thing, like they're really passionate about killing werewolves? Or maybe a moral one? Like, they don't think there should be beasts, but they don't want to kill a person, and they have to wait for him to transform before doing him in? And if he's going to transform, is setting Max free a bad idea? Also, we've got this negative filter image, which I think is him injured at the end of the prologue. It's hard, for me anyway, to tell. IGN also posted a video about how movie mode and multiplayer work, but a few details are still a little unclear. The director's chair looks fascinating, as players can set whether individual characters always succeed, always fail, or whether there's a randomness to the automatic decision-making. What I want to know is if the randomness is actually the program flipping a coin in every situation, or if a character whose dialogue option is set to inconsistent will sometimes be sympathetic, sometimes be harsh, but those are decided on at the start of the game and will remain consistent through multiple playthroughs. Because if the middle choices for every character are truly random, that could be incredibly exciting, as even players who've gone through the game multiple times will be able to set everyone to random and start the game having zero idea how everything will play out for the rest of their movie. Honestly, they should make randomized characters and don't tell us the result one of the main options on the menu here. Let the player click one button instead of manually adjusting all of the characters. Then they can have a completely unexpected experience watching the movie. There's also a shocking bit of news about the death rewind. According to Will Biles, a death can come as the result of a choice you made chapters earlier. Think Chris and Ashley at the door, for example. He suggests that using a death rewind in that situation would cause the player to actually have to jump a couple of hours back and replay all of those chapters. Now, I'd assume this would just be a undo a bad QTE type of thing, but this is a much more significant departure. He also says that the 3 lives thing is a tribute to classic video games, which is a little silly, honestly. Dude, it's the year 2022, and we're paying $60 American for this game, at least. Maybe we get to decide how to play it? The multiplayer modes conversation answers some key questions, though. The big takeaways are that for couch co-op, each player can set their difficulty levels at the start of the game, so you don't have to worry about changing things every time you swap the controller, which is nice. More importantly, the way the online voting mode is going to work seems to be that the host is going to handle the controller and moving the characters around for the whole game, searching for items, doing the QTEs, and things like that. All of the online people are going to get to vote at the decision points. So, what do you say in conversations? Do you save Max or do you run away? That kind of stuff. Since apparently the whole game will be playable if one person has the game and everyone else just downloads the demo, I can see it making sense to lock away most of the controls to the person who actually ponied up the money for the game. Oh, and according to Instagram, the game has gone gold, which is fantastic. That refers to the process of making a gold DVD of the completed game that you then give to a pressing company to duplicate over and over again. I didn't realize that they were still making discs this way. Although, I suppose having an actual copy of the game to courier from one place to another makes more sense than trying to keep a chain of custody going while sending files over the internet. In any event, we're just a few weeks away from the Quarry now. It's time to start getting really psyched, as if we weren't already. I've been the Hidden Object Guru, thanks for watching. Special thanks go out to my patrons, Desire, Marissa, Joanne, Brian, and Eduardo. Also, it was recently pointed out to me that I should be telling you to buy my game at this point in the videos. So let's take a second and do that. It's available on Steam, it's cheap, it's called Hoguru Presents The House with Too Many Zombies in It, and it's fairly basic as games go, but I like it, or I wouldn't have developed it. So check that out. Also, there's a nightly stream on the channel if you want to watch if you're so inclined. I'll see you back here for more Supermassive Games videos, but until then, au revoir.